Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Heavy Metal Overkill channel. My name is Dave. Welcome to my collection update, Volume 1. We're looking at 5 records today in total. 4 came from Discogs purchase, and actually, one is coming to me from Professor Steele. He actually sent me a record, and I'm going to show that as well. With that being said, at that time he sent it to me, I didn't have a channel, so now I do. So I'm going to show it off. So before we get started, let's talk about what I'm listening to. We're listening to some death metal from 2020 on Redefining Darkness. Bear Mace from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Really dig this band. I tend to stick to legend bands, but really dig these guys. These are a newer death metal band. Really good. That being said, here I go with that again. Charred Field is Slaughter. It's probably, if it was one song you had to listen to, I'd pick that. That's the self-titled. That's the name of the album as well. But yeah, this is really good. I really didn't mention in that first video as well. I did mention death metal, but I didn't really mention my favorite death metal bands. Core of my death metal, Death is my favorite band by far. The picture you see behind me, that's the Godfather Death there. Chuck, Obituary, Carcass, Bolt Thrower, Benediction. Benediction, I really like Benediction, especially the older material. And I also love David Ingram. I think he's a very underrated death metal vocalist as well. But yeah, with that being said, I also listen to other stuff as well. But yeah, that's my core that I tend to listen to when I'm spinning death metal. That's usually what I'm listening to. All right, we got a lot going on. Got a lot to show, so let's get this party started. All right, this first one, like I say, all these albums are Discog purchases. This is a new buyer as well, so I've never purchased records from this buyer. So I was kind of sweating these because all these albums are in great condition, like they stated. So I was just kind of, and the great prices too. I picked these records up for a great price. So I was sweating it till I got it, but yeah, these are all beautiful. All right, with that being said, never mind. 1985, Phonogram Records. This is an album here in the last 10 years that I tend to spin this the most from this band, and I've always preferred the older material, but this album really clicks with me. And obviously, I did get this as a new release when it came out, but this is a OG first press, Japanese pressing as well. Sacred Heart, the great Ronnie James Dio, rest in peace. Yeah, these vinyls are in great shape. Do have an insert. And there you go. Yeah, insert's in decent shape. The record's stupid clean. Well, you can see that. But yeah, she's clean and pretty, that is for sure. So yeah, I've been spinning the hell out of that. It sounds fantastic. All these albums sound fantastic. Japanese pressings are so full and warm. They just sound so good. All right, here's another pickup. This is a first pressing, Japanese pressing as well. This album, once again, this is an album I tend to pull a lot, which I never used to. Also picked this up as a new release. This is on Portrait Records from 1986. Except Russian Roulette. Love this album. Yeah, once again, super clean vinyl. Insert's in good shape. It's got the OB strip as well. Kept this as well. That came with the record. Kept that. And then on this record, this insert, you get your Japanese. Then you get your English as well. But yeah, great record. Just amazing. Portrait Records. one song on here for me would probably be Walking in the Shadow. That's always clicked with me, as well as Russian Roulette, obviously, title track song. But yeah, Walking in the Shadow is a great song. But yeah, this album sounds fantastic. All right, this one here, we're going to turn it up a notch with this one. This is the one that I caught my eye, that made me order this stuff to begin with. And then obviously you just can't buy one, right? You're just paying for shipping. So you got to pick up something else, hence the other records. I'm sure you do it too, right? Everybody does it. So, but yeah, here we go. This is an OG. This is not a first pressing. This is a second pressing. This is from 1977. Love Gun. This thing is in beautiful shape. This is the record I was really sweating with the new seller, because he said this thing was mint, and it's mint for sure. Sounds fantastic, obviously. This does come with some goodies, and no, it does not have the gun. Thank God. I would not want to buy this album with the gun. If this album had the gun, I'd probably be sitting here with missing one arm and one leg, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I do not regret not having the gun. Nice insert. Beautiful insert. All in Japanese. And they also came with this flyer as well. But yeah, just fabulous condition. Couldn't be happier with this record. I really couldn't. There she is. Beautiful copy. Sounds amazing. Just unreal. All right, last one of the order. This wasn't part of the original order, but I did reach back out to the seller and said, hey, I seen where you had that record. It was pretty cheap. Hey, can you throw that in there? And he said, yeah, no problem. It was a really cheap record, so I was very skeptical. And then when I did buy it, he even gave me money off, so I really didn't pay much for this record. It's not in the greatest shape, but it is decent shape, and it's good enough. And for what I paid for it, I can't complain at all. Hotter Than Hell, 1974. As you can see, it's a little bit rough on the sleeve. That's fine. The record's clean. He said the record was clean, and it's clean. It sounds real good, to be honest. I was very worried about this record as well. Not that I paid a lot for it, but I just figured it snap, crackle, pop when I put the needle down on it, and it sounds fantastic. I did clean it first, but this thing sounds great. There's not a pop, tick, nothing on this thing. It is fantastic. All right, last but not least, like I said, Alan over at Let's Talk Metal, he did send me a record. He sent me a vinyl comp and a couple other things as well. Oh crap, I got the flyer over there. I got the flyer that he's got over there getting flattened out. I'll have to go grab it. Let me do that real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Like I say, I don't do no editing, so I want to go grab this. He also sent me something else. But yeah, so this package here is coming from Alan and Let's Talk Metal. He sent me a comp. He did a video on the comps, and he reached out to me and asked me if I would like this comp. And I said, well, hell yeah, this is awesome. So greatly appreciate that. Can't say enough good things about Alan. I'm sure everybody knows that as well. I'm sure everybody's aware of Let's Talk Metal channel. So what he sent me several things here. The package. I got a sticker, Riding Easy. Some literature here from Nuclear War Now. Some more stuff from Nuclear War Now Productions. Oops, sorry. Some pulverizing grindcore. And then he sent this flyer too. I was over there flattening it out, to be honest, but this flyer's pretty badass. Sorry, stayed out now. Killer flyer. So yeah, I got that. I got some weight on it. I got a plate over there on it. Trying to get it flattened out. That's pretty cool. I love stuff like this. This stuff is awesome. I wish I had all the old flyers from the old days, but I don't. But yeah, that's awesome. Last but not least, I thought this was pretty cool right here. Alan sent me a metal round table and metal Rob card. This is the metal round table. I watch 3 streams each week, just like clockwork. I watch the Heavy Metallurgy Album Club on Wednesday nights at 9, and then on Friday nights as well at 9 o'clock, and then on Tuesday at 6 o'clock, I watch the Metal Round Table. It's got Scott Waters, Carcass John, Steve the Harmless Rebel, and I think you got Kevin from Old Rocker 66, I believe what it is. That might be wrong, and I apologize for that. Yeah, like I say, guys, I don't do any editing, so I apologize. But yeah, very cool that he gave me that. With that being said, I actually am also part of the, have the 128 dB subscription, the radio subscription, satellite radio, where Rob Caldwell is actually one of the DJs on there, and so is Carcass John. Carcass John does a show. I think Metal Rob is 5 days a week, like 3 to 5 on there. And I think Carcass John he's Sunday, maybe Friday, but it's late night, so I never really get to catch Carcass's show just because I'm usually getting ready for bed at the time. All right, let's move right along. Comp that I'm talking about, Metal Meltdown 3 from 1988, Medusa Records. Fantastic. This vinyl is in killer shape as well. But yeah, I've been spinning the hell out of this. Love comps. That's one thing I've also done since I've been picking up OGs. I've been picking up comps. I've discovered comps. Love comps. Like I say, this thing is stupid clean like the rest of them. But yeah, fantastic. I've listened to this 2 or 3 times now, to be honest. I've been listening to a ton of metal lately, a ton of music. That's for sure. I got some extra time on my hands, so I've been listening to a lot of metal. And I do have something I'm going to be sending back to Alan. I know he wasn't expecting that, but I do have something I'm going to send back his way as well, out of my collection. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'd just like to say, hey, thanks a lot for taking time out of your day and watching my channel. Please leave me a comment. You know, that's why I'm doing this, to be honest. It's just to meet people, talk to people, just part of the community. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.